Hello everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play on my channel, a Factorio 2 space exploration save. I started around the same time as my YouTube channel. I have never recorded it, so this is my first video on it. I took a 4-month break from YouTube, but now I am back doing things properly rather than uploading once in a blue moon. In total, I've played on this save for about 80 hours, so I still have very little idea on how to play, as I have never finished a vanilla Factorio game. I am going to my starting area to make some oil products so that I can research and build the flamethrowers while already having a system in place to fuel the flamethrowers light oil, eventually, as it has the best damage per second. Military science requires electronic components. Electronic components require silicon and plastic. Plastic is the easier of the two, as it is made from petroleum gas and coal in a chemical plant. I need filtration plants and fuel-consuming furnaces for the silicon, and it can be difficult to set up. Trains, so very useful, especially when they travel at 195 kilometers per hour. It even made the journey in just 40 seconds. To start with, I went to the largest and closest oil deposit near my starting area to put pumps down and connect them up to a crude oil pipe system. In total, there are 16 pump spots on this deposit. Figuring out the best orientation for all of them is a bit tricky, but still doable. Sometimes deforestation is just necessary, even if it's for oil pumps. This is going to require lots of pipes. An intricate system is required to connect these pumps, and I am a good designer, or engineer, whatever you prefer. I prefer engineer, even though I am a bit young to be an engineer and actually have a qualification. I think this will turn out to be very efficient, once it's finished that is, which may be a while. The oil pumps are functioning now. I am making trees to plant in the oil pump area to reduce the pollution. That's better. This oil refining area will need power. Conveniently, it is going to be built right next to a high voltage line. Unfortunately, oil refining requires water, so I must go down to the lake and build a pump and the high voltage power lines to connect it. I would have just used my existing water system if it wasn't so far away. Finally connecting the oil refinery to electricity, water, and finally building the chemical plant for plastic. So much progress in so little time. Only it didn't take 4 minutes before editing, it took closer to 30. Here I am, finally perfecting my main bus design to be 24 lanes. It took about 800 belts for the existing section of the main bus. And now decided I needed to balance all of them at the same section. I don't know why, but I find this very satisfying. Now I am extending the main bus. It is going to require thousands of belts just to go as far as the oil pumps. Oh, that's unfortunate. The trees get in the way. I guess that means I'll near clear them. Good thing I made a tree shredder 2000, because there are a lot of trees that need shredding. All done. Oh, I appear to have shredded so much wood it can't fit in my inventory. Now I am back to extending the main bus. The so very satisfying process it is. Even better when sped up. I am trying to extend the bus evenly, even with how difficult and pointless it is. Repetitive tasks are most of what I do playing Factorio, and I assume most of you would find that boring, so that is why you only see the important and satisfying parts, which means lots and lots of editing for me. I have now moved on to the oil area. Stupid meteors. Breaking apart all these rocks. Right, back to what I was doing. Oil refining. Whoops. Now I've got to go back to what I was doing with these belts. Okie dokie then. I'm gonna have to speed this up a lot, aren't I? Oh well. Life happens. Shortcuts, also very useful. Thought I got rid of you. Stupid rocks. And trees. After building all that landfill from the rocks I removed, it is actually useful for something. Oh, well that sucks. Of course. God, that was a nightmare. No, I'm just going to use a vehicle. It's 10 times easier for most of it. Yes, deforestation. Sometimes necessary, other times not. This is necessary. At least I say it's necessary, so it's necessary. End of story. After all, I am the dictator of this dictatorship, aren't I? One side effect of clearing trees from where you need build, you get lots of wood from it, which is used in lots of different things. What can I do with wood? Wood. Usage. I can make tech cards. Or coke. First aid kits. Greenhouses. Wooden electric poles. Trees. Mostly trees. God, this is hurting my finger. Medpack, electronic circuits. Okay, I don't need to make that many, but I do need to make a few. $300 landfill. Here's a solution. All of the vehicles I have damaged, which is a lot. Back down we go. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so what to do now? Other than get lots of concrete. Oh, that's right. Here I am, making my train the same color as the resource it is transporting, for some reason. If you're wondering why I'm expanding my sand production, it's because it is the main ingredient required to make silicon, a material that I need to make the next tech card. Now that it's working as intended, I'm making the belts to connect the sand to the filtration plants I'm building just north of my main wood production. Damn meteors. I am trying to find out the best system to get the quartz smelted into silicon. Of course, now that I've just about finished, I have to stop recording. Well, that's gonna have to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and goodbye.